Enid, Oklahoma, from the wheat fields to the economic, social, medical, and educational hub of Northwest Oklahoma. Enid is a safe, economic place to live, work, and raise a family. A city with an entrepreneurial spirit. Enid is a community overflowing with boundless opportunities, building an original heritage, and pulsating with a vibrant quality of life. Now join Steve Kime as he brings another exciting program highlighting our great city.
Hello, I'm Steve Kime and welcome to City Connections. As you know, each week we take the opportunity to visit various city departments and highlight the departments and share with the community what the City of Enid is busy working. Well, today we changed our studio setting a little bit, and we're at the studios of Williams Broadcasting, if you will. And I have two special guests today. First off, from the City of Enid, we have Dr. David VanHooser, also known as Commissioner of Ward 6. Commissioner, thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon.
And we're here to talk about Make a Burger for Make-A-Wish, Oklahoma. That event is coming up on June 22nd. And it will be Saturday. It's going to be at the Expo Center, and I believe the time is from 11 to 2. And we're going to talk about Make-A-Wish Foundation, but also Make a Burger. Speaking of making a burger, Dan, can we interrupt for just a moment?
Yes.
We have Dan Smith joining us today on City Connection, and Dan is kind of a chairperson of this event, I believe, for Make a Burger. But right off the bat, just share with our viewers what Make-A-Wish Foundation or Make-A-Wish Oklahoma is all about.
Make-A-Wish Oklahoma is really basically granting wishes to kids in our area that either have terminally ill diseases or they have illnesses like leukemia or something in their families. They get a chance to get involved with Make-A-Wish, and some of the kids, they basically can dream about anything if they want to go somewhere or if they wish to be somebody. It's just a great organization in Oklahoma, and we got tied into it about 3 years ago, and it's just a wonderful cause, and so that's why we're here today.
I think most of our viewers are very familiar with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You hear about it nationally, but it's good to know that we're doing something locally right here in our own community of Enid.
Yes, the past couple of years, we've had Alan Klepper out in scuba gear, out in a dive tank on Garriott and Van Buren. Well, this year we decided to do a Make-A-Burger for Make-A-Wish. And again, each wish that is granted by Make-A-Wish runs about $7,000. And so it not only covers the cost of the child, but it also covers the cost of the family if they want to go to Disney World, or in some cases if they want to be a cowboy and they set everything up at a dude ranch for the child. It's just like I said, it's a wonderful organization, and we're glad to be a part of it.
Well, thank you for allowing City Connections to be a part of it and to highlight the event. Again, that's coming up on Saturday, June 22nd. Well, just a few moments ago, the commissioner approached me and he goes, man, I wish I had a hamburger. So we're on the subject of hamburgers and also Make-A-Wish. Now, Commissioner VanHooser, you are a physician, very busy. You have businesses, everything's pretty much health related. And as a commissioner, how do you find time to give back in the community to be a celebrity judge?
Well, this is a great event, and obviously hamburgers is something I'm really into. So when Dan asked me to do this, I thought, why not? Absolutely. So being a commissioner has been a tremendous experience. It does take a lot of time. Every single issue that we get involved with has a mound of paperwork to be read. There's generally 2 or 3 meetings that go with each one. But the good thing is with working with Integris, I'm able to control my schedule pretty well, so I can find the time to work both things in despite the busy surgery schedule and the commission. So it's a labor of love. It's something that it was kind of my time to do, and I'm happy to do it and excited to be involved with this project.
Well, when Dan told me weeks ago of your involvement, it reminded me of our city manager. The conversation that I had with Eric Benson many months ago about he was encouraging city employees about giving back to the community. Find a cause, if you will, and just kind of wholeheartedly give back to that community. So when Dan told me that you were involved in this, it reminded me of that conversation. And I think it's significant in a personal way, maybe professional, but in a personal way. There is something significant about giving back.
Yes, there is. There's so many people in this community of Enid and all small communities like this where people are involved with any individual project. There's so many charity organizations and events like this Make-A-Wish Foundation event that people get involved in, and without that they just wouldn't happen. And if people didn't dedicate the time to serve in public office or to be members of their church or to function on the various community organizations, they just wouldn't get done. So everybody needs to find a time in their life when they have the time to do that and get involved. And I think there's a lot of people that do that.
Dan, I'm going to have to ask you to come back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I turned my back on you and didn't mean to ignore you. Dan is the general manager of Williams Broadcasting. And tell me, what does a GM do besides cook hamburgers?
That's what we do. We flip burgers for Make-A-Wish. And like I said, I've got Mandy back here. She's on our staff, and she's been a big help. And I think we're just out here to be Van and Pat right now. So.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I'm always looking for my next meal, so thank you for the invitation to be here. Well, let's talk specifically. Make a Burger for Make-A-Wish, Oklahoma. Tell us about, we know it's on Saturday the 22nd, but give us the details. How can we get involved and the cost and things of this nature?
Well, the cost is basically just bring out your appetite, but we will be taking donations. It'll be $2 a ticket. And we've got, right now we've got about 10 vendors out there that are going to cook hamburgers, and basically they'll take just a quarter-pound burger, cut it into quarters, and those will be the samplings that people can enjoy. It starts up for the general public at 11. We have Commissioner VanHooser, who is going to be one of our judges.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him about his qualifications in just a moment. So.
Yeah. But anyway, it starts up at 11 o'clock. We ask everybody come on out and have a good time. It's going to be $2 a ticket, and each sample is one ticket, so they can go around to the 10 vendors and try their hamburgers. We'll have also the judging. Again, we've got Commissioner VanHooser plus some other people, Rob Collins from the Enid News and Eagle. He'll be one of our judges. But they will be judging for the cash prize. We have a $1,000 cash prize to the best burger, if you will. If people would like to come out and cook hamburgers and be part of the contest, they can get a hold of us at the radio station. The other thing is the general public come on out, sample great burgers from these vendors, and we'll just have a good time.
And they can purchase a ticket to do the sampling?
Yes, it'll be $2 a ticket, and just come on out and have a good time.
Well, Commissioner, Dan has mentioned twice about the celebrity judges. So I know you're a physician, and so you great deal of discipline. You've gone to school. You've jumped through all the hoops to do what you do, and also as commissioner. Now, tell us on the celebrity judge part. Share with us and the viewers your credentials in this regard.
Well, hamburgers are really my thing. Now, I think Dan's been to lunch with me, so he knows what I like to order at a restaurant, and there's nothing better than a good hamburger. So when he said, how about come and judge this, I thought, great. Now, he's going to have to do better than cutting them in quarters, because I want mine in halves that I'm going to sample. So hopefully there won't be more than 10 or 20 really, really good ones. But I've eaten burgers from every coast, east to west, jalapeno to Mexican to onions piled on them so high you can't see them. So there's all kinds of good burgers out there. So this is really going to be fun, and I'm excited about it. I hope everybody comes out and eats a bunch of burgers.
Well, let's provide a little incentive for those that are going to participate. What will you actually be looking for as you're sampling this hamburger? You've already just shared with us from west to east coast. You've seen it all. So therefore, someone who's watching this program says, you know, I'm going to be a part of this event. I'm going to make a burger, but I want to make the burger that the commissioner is going to stop at my booth. So what would you actually be looking for?
Well, I'm pretty simple. I'm just a basic American burger. You put some nice sweet pickles on there, some good Swiss cheese, fresh lettuce. Of course, the meat has to be done just right. You know, you can't be too, it has to be a little bit fatty, not too lean. You can get burgers too lean. So, and then the bun, of course, bun's got to be lightly toasted, just a little bit of butter, maybe a little mustard on there. And I always love a little horseradish sauce. So I don't know what that would be called, but if somebody makes that, they're going to get a good check on my mark.
Okay, so you've got the menu or the ingredients for that hamburger right there from Commissioner VanHooser. Dan, one more time, then can I let you go back to the grill? One more question.
You need to let him finish cooking my burger over there.
I'm glad you brought me a plate. Is that my plate or the commissioner's plate?
It'll be your plate.
It'll be mine. Well, thank you. Very gracious.
These are our plates. We've got Frisbees, and OG&E has been gracious enough to be a part of our sponsorship. So these will be people's plates. They'll come in, they'll buy a ticket, they'll get a plate, and they'll go sample.
Okay, one last question. If I'm unable to attend the June 22nd event, I want to support Make-A-Wish Oklahoma. I want to support Make-A-Burger. What can we do? Can we just write a big check and give that to you, or how does that work?
Yeah, basically the week of, we'll be taking donations as well. They can give us a call here at the radio station, 234-4230. They can also shoot us an email at makeaburger@kofm.com, or they can just message us on Facebook too at KOFMOK.
Dan, I appreciate your involvement in Make-A-Wish. It's just a great organization, along with many in the state. But I appreciate your leadership to make this event happen. And thanks for inviting City Connections out today, and especially for lunch.
Well, lunch is almost served, so we've got medium well for Commissioner VanHooser.
I'll lean towards the well side.
Okay.
You know, I don't want anything mooing, okay?
All right.
Nothing mooing on my part.
And we've got our participants behind the camera that they're going to eat with us as well. So
Great. Thanks, Dan. Commissioner, thank you very much for being here. I know you have a hectic schedule. Is there anything that you want to add to just the Make-A-Wish effort, and maybe a word of encouragement for folks to participate?
Well, it's a very, very valuable organization. I have been involved with a couple of different cases, and these really are terminally ill kids that don't have any hope. And so this last event that they get to do, that Make-A-Wish provides for them, is a superb thing. The smiles are just unending when you see that. And I know in Enid it's been a very active Make-A-Wish group, and so it's an important thing to do. The kids and the families of those kids really appreciate it. It's a tremendous thing. So I hope people come out and really support it for us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Ward 6 Commissioner Dr. David VanHooser. Again, Commissioner, thank you. Well, thank you for joining us for another edition of City Connections. My privilege to be here at Williams Broadcasting today. We encourage you to support Make-A-Burger and Make-A-Wish Foundation. Again, that will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, June 22nd. So on behalf of the City of Enid, I'm Steve Kime. Thank you for viewing us today, and we look forward to providing another program of City Connections next week. Until then, make it a great day. If you have a question about today's program, or even have a suggestion for an upcoming program, please send your comments via email to thefuture@enid.org.